everyone, welcome back to day 4.
Good morning everybody, it is day number 4 of our Christmas countdown and the final day on reading skills. Today is on Inference, so we hope you enjoy and happy 4th of December. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye. Hello everyone and welcome back to Christmas calendar countdown. And today we're going to be looking at content domain 2D, which is inference. So for the last 3 days we've looked at retrieval, we've looked at word meaning, we've looked at summarizing, and today we're going to be looking at inference. If you want to catch up on any of those other skills, then you can find them on our page. I'm not going to go into those in any more detail. Inference is really important when it comes to reading. Children need to be able to almost read between the lines and find clues in the text to support their answers. So with inference, the children need to use what they read, so quotes from the text, use their prior knowledge and experiences from their own life to create their inference. So it's almost like putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with an idea. It might be the impression they might get of someone. It might be, an idea that they get about someone or something. Now, I just wanted to have a little look back at our content domain. So we're on to 2D here, which is justifying their inferences with evidence from the text. So if we take a look here, inference makes up a large proportion of the test paper, with between 8 to 25 marks being based on inference, and up to 50% of the paper can be testing their inference skills. Okay, so it's really important that children are able to do this. So just some strategies for inference: using the clues in the text, so all constantly going back to refer to the text. They're usually why questions which need a reason, and you would always use that word because. So I know this because in the text it tells me that. And then most of the time they're backing up how they know something. So I know this because in the text it tells me that, and from my prior knowledge I can link the 2 together to make my inference. It's all about using evidence to support the answer. And again, like I said, using what you know. So if we take a look at this question, a typical inference question: curious and unafraid, the animals of Mauritius offered themselves up for slaughter. Now, not only is this question an inference question, it will be needing the children they will need to understand and have a knowledge of a few of these words. So one of the words they would need to know is curious. They'll also need to know one unafraid, and they would also need to know slaughter. So it not only is this an inference question, it's also testing their understanding of the vocabulary in the question, which sometimes can throw children. So they might have the inference skill, but they might not know what those words mean. So where it has here page 10, that means I need to go back to page 10 to find the answers. So if I go to page 10, fantastic. I need to scan through the text to see if I can find any answers that can back up the fact that they were curious. So if I have a little look here, they descended. Curious and unafraid. Now, I've got those words from my question. So I need to go back and see if I can find the reasons for them. Why were they curious and unafraid? Well, 1, they had never faced predators before, and they were naive. They'd never come into contact, because before they had no predators to speak of on their land. So they offered themselves up for slaughter. Again, we have that word from the question. So our possible answers for this question. Sorry, I can't find my correct slide. So my answer could possibly be they were naive about the threat. They didn't realise they had anything to be worried about. And you could also say they had never come into contact with predators. So they hadn't seen cats, they hadn't seen dogs, they hadn't seen humans, they'd never seen rats. But you would only need, this is a 1 mark question, you would only need 1 of those points. I've just given 2 as an example. Okay, now number 15 is going back to the Wild Ride text, so it's not the Dodo text. What evidence is there of Martine being stubborn in the way that she acted and behaved with her grandma? So I'm going to go back to my text, to my text about Martine and her grandmother. Now, Martine had paid almost no attention, so straight away that tells me that she was stubborn. So I would say here she paid almost no attention to her grandmother. Her grandmother set her certain rules and she didn't listen to a word that her grandmother said. And then the next point that we could have, besides, what was the point? Another of her grandma's rules. I would possibly say that she rowed with her grandmother. She argued with her. So she argued with her grandmother. She didn't listen to her. She didn't listen to what she said. She was extremely, extremely stubborn. Okay, so then B. What evidence is there of Martine being determined when she met the warthogs? So what I'm going to need to do is find the section of the text which was when she met the warthogs. So a streak of grey cut across her vision, so I would just scan through here. She glimpsed the warthog. Now this is my key part here. The pain in Martine's arms was nearly unbearable, but she didn't let go. So I could say here, my answer could be, she didn't let go of the giraffe's neck. Let me see if there's another possible answer I could have said. So even though her pain in her arms was unbearable, she didn't let go. Okay, I think I can stick to that as my answer. Okay, well that's it for Inference. Join us tomorrow for the next content domain, which is going to be prediction.